Welcome to At the Vanguard. We're TB Vanguard, and our motto is for fans by fans. We showcase fans on the front line of the Team Breezy movement. This podcast is an open forum to discuss current topics as they relate to Chris Brown and his fan base.
Welcome to At the Vanguard. Today is March 12th, 2018. Thank you for stopping on by for our podcast, and we're going to go ahead and introduce our names. I'll start. I'm Nikki.
I'm Paula.
I'm Shay.
I'm CM.
I'm April.
And I'm Margo.
That was funny. She's Margo, not Pat.
Lord. We got a lot of things to cover today. The first thing we can talk about on our agenda is Miss Fake Woke. So last week, Chris posted a Instagram clip from the movie White Girls, and with Carrie Hughes, and I don't know if it's Marlon or Sean in that particular clip, but they're sitting in the car and the song 1,000 Miles comes on. Chris likes the song. It's probably one of the funnier parts of the movie that everybody's familiar with. And after he posted it, it should be noted that he posted it, of course, on International Women's Day. And after he posted it, I guess people were tagging the actual artist and writer of the song to the point where she felt that she needed to draw the line somewhere and talk about how she, supports survivors, not perpetrators. Of course, Chris responded to her post and saying that, she's choosing to spread hate on International Women's Day, but she should know her song is still appreciated and she's loved. And then, of course, the artist comes back and says, no hard feelings, just bad timing. So if you guys didn't know what that situation was about, now you do. You want to give your thoughts? You want to do round robin. You can give their thoughts first.
Okay. Can I start first?
Sure. Sam, go ahead.
Okay. Well, first, originally, Chris actually posted a clip of her video, her music video of her, singing the song. And then she, response, about not wanting to be associated with a perpetrator, and all this stuff. And then he reposted that post. And then he spoke what he said. But what I'm trying to get at is the fact that, she decided that she would even respond in such a way on International Women's Day when she didn't have to respond, first of all, at all, or if she did, it could have just simply been a thank you. She did not have to bring out anything negative concerning him on International Women's Day because it's not about anything negative. It's not, that's not what it was about. So Miss Stay Woke, fake woke, attempting to come at him in such a manner, it backfired greatly. It backfired greatly on her because, like everybody said, when he reposted the White Chicks clip, of the song, and everybody was like, who is she anyway? Nobody even remembered her. Like, we remember the song, but nobody knew who sung it. It was stars, celebrities who came and said something. It was so many people. So I just felt like it was just so unnecessary. And, what I loved the most, though, was his response.
His response was
absolutely
excellent.
Growing. And that's what I want to see. The fact that he's growing. His response was perfect.
Totally agree. I saw when you said, this is the response of a king. I like that. That was good.
I did see that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That's how we repost you.
Because so many people are still waiting. Oh, okay, yeah. So many people still wait. They want him to be that old guy. He told us Briss was gone. He's like, Briss is out of here. So he's consistently proving it. Like, I'm not going to do it. No matter what, I'm not stepping back into that. And I feel like sometimes people are trying to pull him into this because it's not a story if he don't come out and say something crazy or make it continue on. So when he does that, it stops it right there. Whatever he said, that's it. That's the end of it. So kudos to Christopher Brown, for responding in that way. King Christopher.
King Christopher.
Right.
Yeah. April?
I was just.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with Margot. You have to look at the fact that, too, statistically, the amount of women that are following Chris Brown, I just think her move was a dumbass move, and it just was.
It was.
It just was a dumbass move. I mean, even if you don't like somebody, you can take the opportunity to promote your own business, because again, a majority of the people that's following him are women, and it's ages 15 to 50 plus. So, and that's not even including probably the little girls. 'Cause my niece is 12 following him. So, again, that could have been a marketing opportunity for her, but she instead took the low road, and she looked like an ass.
Absolutely. Shay?
I really wasn't surprised that, she said what she said, because it was just something positive and she just turned it into a negative thing. And that's generally what a lot of people do half the time. But like CM was saying, I'm really proud of him for the way he responded. Like, it just goes to show his growth and maturity level. And I just really love that no matter how many times people try him, he refuses to go back to the person that he was before. So I'm proud of him for his response.
And Dee is here.
Hello, Dee.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, Dee.
Hi, Dee.
I was laughing when she did it. She looked like a fool. And then when everybody roasted her, I was just like, that's what you get. How dumb
she got
could you
dragged.
be?
That's right.
And then to show you how fake woke she was, when she tried to come underneath Chris and say, oh, no hard feelings and poor timing. I was like, B, what you thinking? Are you stupid? Are you that stupid with your 42,000 followers? What were you thinking? What an idiot.
Yeah, and that's what I said. Like, and Team Breezy, they'll call on your numbers. That was the cool thing when Team Breezy went in and was like, oh, you only got this many followers and you're gonna turn down an opportunity like that. She really blocked her own blessing. What could have been a blessing.
She did.
It was.
Yeah.
She blocked her own
That's
blessing.
exactly what she did. She blocked her own blessing.
I was also thinking about the other young girl, the one with the guitarist that he posted. She was so grateful, and she was saying, how she got nothing but love for because of that posting, and she got congratulations for like Slider magazine, which is a guitarist magazine. Just some of everything, just everything you could think of. So yeah, she even asked him about being on tour. She's like, gotta ask, can the girl get on tour? Nobody's fool.
Cause she's smart. She could have, she used the opportunity and she used the exposure and the positivity. That's what the other girl could have done, but she was too dumb.
And she even mentioned that it was on International Women's Day. She even did that. I'm like, oh, she really set that girl up.
Yes.
That was good.
And her video's been around for a while, too.
Yeah.
What is her name? Kelley?
Yes,
Or
Kelley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her video's been around for a while because I remember liking it when I came across it, just in general. And I was like, who is this? And so for him to actually, I don't think he posted it the first time I saw it. But anyway, for him to post it and for her to just be that positive about it, it just shows the difference, because like Margot said, she didn't even have to respond at all.
Right.
I respond at all.
That's like with her, you could see that she was Team Breezy for a long time. That's the one thing we noticed. She was doing Chris's covers for a while, huh, Paula?
Yeah, that actually was from December. So she did that when the song first became a single.
Yeah, and that's when I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah, so. But yeah, she's so excited. So is her management.
yeah.
management decided he's going to get 10% of something. There's going to be some big things for her. Because basically what he was doing was in the spirit of International Women's Day, helping to promote some women. Yes.
Highlighting artists.
Right.
If you want to be a one-hit wonder, and that's what we ought to be calling that other one,
and
a one-hit wonder.
And it
your
really
career is
is
over. Okay, that's what you were. That's what you still are.
Yeah.
And he posted it on Twitter and Instagram. And she said that's the first time she ever got over 1 million views. So, I mean, he put her on both social media, not just Instagram. So that was good exposure for her.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of Kelley and her cover of Tempo, did you guys see that it has 10 milli now? 10 milli?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to be
careful
now.
When did that come out? I'm sorry, when did that come out when did it reach 10 milli views? I guess is my question.
This afternoon. I saw it not long after it came on, so it was about 1:00 this afternoon.
Oh, so still new.
Yeah, still new. I'm gonna look and see if it's. And it seems like it was like right before it turns a milestone, it seems to like stall. And I know that we go hard. When we go out, it's like, okay, it's only 200,000 left. Usually we knock that right out, but it just seemed to just slow down the counting when we do that. So I don't know whether they're like flooded or what, but I think it was a little bit, it was a little bit slow at the very, very end. So it's picking right back up. It's still doing about 1 million a day, so that's a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What about what was it? That other Joyner video.
Oh, Stranger
What's it
Things.
called? The one that just no, the one he actually was on the set for.
Oh, the new one. Yes. There was a lot of speculation. People thought it was Yellow Tape, but no, it's a Joyner and Chris. So everybody, the last thing that Joyner said was that the next song would be I Don't Die. So whatever that song is, I think that's the song that they're doing, I Don't Die. I'm not sure what the subject is.
Was that actual live, like, footage, or, like, did it happen this week, or did it happen previous, like, a couple weeks ago, and they're just posting it? Do we know? Was it, like, actually this week that was taped?
Well, we can't be sure, but usually Instagram stories, wouldn't you say most Instagram stories are like, on the fly, but you can't tell. Because they could record it and play it later, but it seemed like they were actually recording it.
Yeah, I record it and play it later. The only reason I asked is because that tattoo is there. And so I was just trying
Yes.
And I know I was the main one that said, it is what it is, and it is. But I'm just trying to figure out if he has it or doesn't have it. So I'm not surprised when I see it.
It's there.
It's there.
It's there.
Okay. All right. And I'll just in my mind, it's there. Okay.
You know what? I have to say this though. I don't know whether I don't know, but something about it. It doesn't look terrible. I don't know. Because it's really black, but it doesn't look as black as that first day. So I guess maybe because it was still like fresh ink or something, because it doesn't look like that anymore. But it didn't look terrible. And usually I'm like, oh, but yeah, it didn't look terrible. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't know. But the head shaving, that was interesting. That was.
Yeah.
Some people put on the thing, oh, we stand for a bald man. Like. But he shaved his head like that before. Even when he was younger, he shaved his head down like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just every so often does that. But it fit that.
Really looks like his dad.
I know. but it really fit that. They're in the orange jumpsuits. That shaved head fit that. Yeah, because you don't get to have your nice curls when you go in those kind of suits.
Well, he did.
Oh, that's right. Well, that's his natural hair, so yeah.
He didn't trust the barber.
That's right.
He didn't trust the clippers.
I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
The bad old days, though. But that's okay. We're past that.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't wait to see what the video is about in the song, because have you watched any of Joyner's? I always want to call him Werner, and I don't know why, but Joyner's videos. He really has like stories. He has like stories. He has one called "Not Like You," or "Just Like You," where basically the little kid is like singing, "I don't want to be just like you," and they're like really poor examples of parents. While the mother is like having different guys in the house, and the little girl's there, and she's saying, "I don't want to be just like you." And the little boys, the father has like all these different women, different children all around. He's like, "I don't want to be just like you. I want to have a family. I want to have the." It's really, well, it's so good. I really think you would like it. If you like hip hop at all, you would like it, because it's, it's in the classic style, as actual rap, with verses and, metaphors and a whole bit, but also it's telling a story and a worthwhile story. So I'm wondering what this one is about. I'm kind of excited about it, because he really, really does some good work. There's even one where it's about suicide, and it's from the point of view of the person who committed suicide, and they talk about their anguish, and then the people who survived him, and they talk about their anguish and their anger at the person. So, yeah, he really has some deep music.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a fan now. I've become a fan of his.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks like we lost CM and D. The one other thing we want to talk about it was did we talk about 70 grand? Did I miss that?
We didn't talk about it. You kind of just introduced the topics before we got started, but we didn't actually discuss it.
70 grand is what irritated me was the article, the headline of the story, but Chris's response was still not bad. He still, he said, "I'm not bringing back Briss," and he didn't. He just said, "I'll never write a check. I'll never write a check," and I didn't write a check, because he didn't, she didn't sue him. She couldn't sue him. I don't even think she ever even got that close to him. But I think she sued his security or something. But she's claiming, and that's what she's claiming. Anyway, she claims she got a settlement for 70 grand. So she made a song. I don't know how much that cost to make that. You got to pay. She's not an artist, so she had to pay to make get a studio and the whole bit, and it's awful. Have you heard it?
I'm not giving her. No, I haven't heard that nonsense.
I haven't either.
I'll take your word for it. You took one for the team call and you listened. Well, all right.
Well, it was on Instagram. That's why I listened to it. I didn't go on YouTube or anything.
Okay.
On Instagram.
Yeah, no. I was fortunate not to have that on my feed.
What did y'all think about that? Did you see it, April?
No.
Yeah, I'm just not hearing about it. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I didn't see anything on it. I didn't see no headlines about it either.
Well, it was just on, that blog and a couple other blogs. The big nasty blog and some other blogs. But it didn't go anywhere major, because it can't. But it just irritated me that, she's making it think she got some money for it. No. It means, I got 70 grand, I'm going shopping. Please. Minus this money for this you made to go to the studio. But Chris,
and that money be gone in no time.
I know. It's gone.
Change.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it's not even like she got millions or anything. She acted like she got millions, 70 grand. Maybe it'll go further if she go back to Brazil.
Well, there's no telling what she spent to get that 70 grand.
Well, obviously he didn't give her 70 grand.
She sued I think the security company or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you can tell I wasn't clicking. Okay.
Oh, is it because they threw her out?
I guess.
Or something?
Yeah, she got thrown out of the hotel. But she can't really claim Chris touched her, because she didn't even get in. That's on security camera. She didn't even get in. How you
Well, I
gonna hit
don't
from
know how she
outside
could
the
have won
room?
a settlement for being somewhere she wasn't supposed to be. It's trespassing.
I know.
I'm not understanding what kind of lawyers that they have.
I don't know
They
whether
should've sued
I
her
don't
That's
know.
back.
crazy.
I don't know if she really
Or
wanted
you know
settlement.
what?
She's just claiming
Maybe
that.
it was just easier to settle. Maybe it was
So,
just easier to settle.
but we don't know that
To
she
keep
really
it out of
got
the
a settlement.
news.
She just claims that she did. Because when you get a settlement, don't you have to do don't you do a gag order?
Not always.
Not on every
Sometimes.
settlement. Yeah, not on every
right.
settlement.
Okay.
Well, we'll put it like this: if she had to, she definitely broke that, and they can come back and get
And get
her.
the money,
But personally, I think they and Chris
And
should
take the
sue
money
her.
back.
Mm-hmm. Take it right on back.
Yeah.
You know,
I
that
missed part.
reminds me, off topic, but not completely. The porn star, right, who's releasing a tell-all. What's her name? Stormy Daniels or something?
Oh, right.
No, that's not that other child's name. But we'll just say Stormy because I don't want to mess up her name with Kylie's daughter. Anyway,
Right.
Stormy, remember she claimed that the Trump campaign gave her money, and then she's coming forward because he never actually signed the agreement that they wouldn't talk about it.
Oh.
So that just reminds me of that. She's claiming she got money in the White House. Saying,
Right.
Oh, we didn't give her any money. Yeah. Protect yourselves, people. That's all I got. Protect yourselves.
I know. And she really needs to protect herself because, rich people, those are like some unscrupulous, I'm talking about politicians, they're unscrupulous. It's not wise to mess with them like that.
It's really not. She could turn into a Marilyn Monroe.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
How was it?
Hi, who just came back?
Tammy, hi everybody.
Hey, Tammy.
Hi.
Hi,
Hey,
Tammy.
Sammy.
Hi.
We were just talking about some of everything. We kind of went through the whole agenda really quickly because there's so few of us. But we were talking about the fake woke girl, the one who Chris. Yeah, her song, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know why she did that. Like, she could have just, the thing to me about what she tweeted out was, she was practically saying, like, it's okay for you to use the song of the other day, just not on International Women's Day.
Right.
So, I'm like, either you stand for something or you don't. Is it okay for me to use it any other day, but just not that day? That doesn't even make sense. Like, you should have just left it alone, actually.
Yes.
And said nothing.
That's what CM could say is like, just leave it alone, or, but, she thought she would get some mileage from saying that, I think, because for the longest time, people got mileage disassociating themselves from Chris. But evidently they don't realize it's not 2009. That's been 10 freaking years. So it's like they don't.
Right. Well, it's the popular thing to do,
Right. It was once upon a time, but
it was. But yeah. The documentary is out now, so.
Right. That too. Yeah. You're right.
Things are changing.
Definitely.
In some ways.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
I didn't see her second tweet until Dee posted it in the DMs, and she said the same thing in her original tweet, but then she made it more clear in the second tweet,
right,
that no hard feelings, just wrong timing.
Like, that makes no sense.
Stupid. It doesn't. It makes no sense.
It doesn't. Like, so what are you saying? Really, right?
Don't acknowledge me today. Acknowledge me
any
other day.
Any other day you should use your phone? Why did you do that the other day? You shouldn't use your phone,
Right.
While you're at it.
Easter, like.
So he can know the days he shouldn't use the song, because it's not like you're really against anything or you really don't want them to use your song. It's just that it was just his day.
That makes no sense.
I know. It's worse.
Right, it doesn't.
When you think about it, it's like, that's really stupid.
I was like, she just really made it worse for herself.
Oh, did she ever?
She probably did.
Oh, she did. She blocked her blessing. And the thing is, like, nobody even remembers her. So once he went back now, he was shady when he went back and posted the Terry Crews, which of course is really the one everybody remembers.
Right.
If we're going to be honest about it.
Okay, so that lady, what were you calling her, 70,000? That's the one that I'm gonna have to say his name. Jason Derulo threw off his bus.
Yeah, she couldn't get on the bus.
Yeah,
get on the bus.
That's her.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wouldn't let her on the bus. All her friends could get on, but she's actually been doing that. That's what she tried to sue him too.
Yeah, she couldn't even get on the bus. It's like, maybe it's just me. Y'all tell me, does she really look like she's old, like young enough to be hanging with them?
Girl, she looks super old.
Yeah. Like why should you
have surgery?
She looks like she has those bulldog wrinkles.
Don't insult my dog. Don't insult my dog.
Oh, you got bulldogs?
She's
I sure
Good
do.
on the dog. Good on the dog.
She looks more like a pug.
Yeah, but on humans, it's a bit much. It's a bit much.
Yeah. Okay. I just figured out who you're talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering, was that who you guys were talking about?
Yeah.
That one, because it's really embarrassing what happened to her with Jason Derulo. Like they showed that on TV.
Oh yeah. Nope, she could not get on the bus.
She was too unattractive.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
They wouldn't let her
made
on
it
because she didn't look good.
Yeah, he made it
Yeah,
plain.
he just told her no.
Sorry,
not
too
pretty
ugly.
enough to be on this bus. Yeah,
and the other girls
what he told her.
Those other girls were actually girls, young, 20-somethings.
They were young girls.
Yeah.
I don't know how she was out there with them.
I was like, what is going on?
Okay, I know you're talking about now. Yeah, auntie. Girl, she was like grandma girl. Grandma.
That's a
grandma.
Or that. Great aunt. Great aunt. Okay.
Yeah, great aunt. Let's call her the great aunt.
What in the world is she doing with those young girls? But she's like, I must be pretty because you never got in. That's why you think when you too ugly to get through the door, you really should just accept that and let it go. You never got in. It's on the cameras. You can see it on the hotel cameras.
Yeah,
you never got in.
Yeah, it was embarrassing. Yeah. And she's probably on everybody's list of not letting in just because you're trying to come in with the group. Nope. You're on the list. We have your picture. Get away.
I mean, that's almost like me trying to go in with some young girls. No, sorry, auntie, no. Can we give you a ride somewhere? Can we pay for a taxi?
Come on, auntie. Now,
okay.
You know you don't want to be in here.
Okay. You can't even dance with them bad knees. No.
Trust me, auntie. You don't want to be in here.
Right.
Yeah, she does.
Wow.
She thinks she still got it.
She really thinks that.
Never had it, but thinks she still got it.
Yeah, she has that cat face like she had surgery because they all seem to have the same face once they start getting plastic surgery.
Yeah.
She has that plastic surgery face. Why do they all look the same? Like y'all paying for the same face. Don't you realize that? Well, we have run through the entire agenda, Nikki.
I know.
And do you have any updates for we were talking about Tempo hitting 10 million. Do we have any updates from the charts of the radio?
I went to 29 on Urban Radio today.
Oh, that's good.
It was at 32. I think probably some older songs that are just dropping, because a lot of times if songs that are, above it are losing a lot of plays and it runs into the negative, then it will drop. So they're dropping and, drop that under on tempo, so push tempo up actually.
But the thing is that if it's moving up because the others are moving down, that means it has a consistent plays. Because most of the time those songs are new, they're hot for a minute, and usually they get some kind of record company push for a few weeks, and that helps them, and then they're gone because the interest is gone. So
you start requesting the song, then it'll push it up. But once the song gets old, there's not much you can do. Because when it first was added, it had like 489 plays. So that's why it hasn't really dropped, because you have to eat up all 400 and something plays first. So that 489 has to drop. But you get what I'm saying? So it's actually the plays that keeps the song up there. If you have a lot, and that's from request.
Well, we have exhausted everything. It's a quiet night again. It's a quiet night.
It's fine. Yep. All right, everybody. Thanks for dropping by and for joining us for our podcast at the Vanguard. Hopefully, we'll see you all back next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for joining us on this episode, and we hope you'll join us again at the Vanguard.